Let's get to our Jim Cramer this morning with a very special guest. Hey, Jim.
Thank you, Carl. Yes, we have to speak right now to George Kurtz, the CEO of CrowdStrike, a company that has a stellar reputation, but we want to know what this will do to it. George, thank you so much for coming on Squawk on the Street.
Thank you, Jim. Thanks for having me.
All right, George, I know your company very well. Our viewers know it too. How did this happen?
Well, first, Jim, let me start with, I want to personally apologize to every organization, every group, and every person who's been impacted by this. And we understand the gravity of the situation. And let me explain a little bit more about what happened. This was not a code update. This was actually an update of content. And what that means is there's a single file that drives some additional logic on how we look for bad actors. And this logic was pushed out and caused an issue only in the Microsoft environment, specific to this bug that we had. We identified this very quickly and rolled back this particular content file. Obviously, many organizations are impacted, and many of them are beginning to recover. Many systems can be rebooted, and we've fixed the issue, so the systems are coming up and running. Some systems may not fully recover, and we're working individually with each and every customer to make sure that we can get them up and running and operational. But to be clear, it was not a cyber attack. It wasn't anything related to that. It was a content bug or update that we sent out, that we identified, and we rolled back.
Why do many different users find themselves with the blue circle of death? And how do IT people get in touch with who is down? Because will this take, are we talking hours? Are we talking days?
Well, many of the systems are quickly coming online because they're able to be rebooted, and the problem goes away and is fixed. Some systems are going to take some more time. It could be hours, it could be a bit longer, but we're working with customers that if the system doesn't fully recover, we're working with them on the specific fix for that. So essentially, we are providing guidance through our tech support, through our blogs. Everything that we know, we want to be as transparent as we can and get that out to our customers.
George, this is CrowdStrike we're talking about. Is this Falcon, which is your best program? And I need to know, why did you not phase this in? Why was this done all at once? That seems to be, to me, irresponsible.
Well, it traditionally goes out in a phased approach, and it goes through, what we do is, we've been doing this a long time, testing throughout the life cycle of any of these updates. So it initially went out and we started to see some issues and then pulled it back. So not all of our customers are impacted. Windows and Linux are not impacted. And as soon as we saw this issue, which didn't manifest itself before we obviously sent it out, we rolled it back. And now we're dealing with the impacted systems.
I want to be sure about this. This did or did not get to Azure, which is Microsoft's cloud, because if it did, but maybe that would explain things, but maybe they're separate.
Well, Azure can run, customers run in Azure, right? And they can run our software there. So if there was a customer that was running in Azure that had our software, it could have been impacted. But that's the extent of what I know specific to the Microsoft piece.
You do not know whether this has impacted Azure or not?
Well, when you say Azure, it has impacted customers that are running in Azure. That's what I know.
All right. Now, let's talk about liability. You offered an apology. To me, an apology means that therefore you are culpable and therefore you will be sued, maybe perhaps sued by airlines, perhaps sued by networks, perhaps sued by banks. Let's talk about the liability to CrowdStrike and what it could mean.
Well, we have to sort out what that all looks like, Jim. Obviously, from our perspective, and I wanted to jump on the air because it's all about our response and getting our customers back up and running. We'll do the hot wash on how this happened and ensure it doesn't happen again. I think past that, we'll deal with. My goal right now and my mission is to make sure that every customer is back up and running and providing the protection that they've come to rely on from CrowdStrike.
Do I believe that if the ones that have not come online yet perhaps have to be hand fixed, which would stretch every single IT department of everybody who is a client who you sent this update to?
Yeah, well, we're working on the automation. There's many times this can be automated to be fixed. It may take more automation than just simply rebooting the system. And that's what the teams are working on right now with customers. But we've been in contact with.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Obviously been in contact with customers working through the fixes, and many of them again are coming back online.
All right, I'd like to turn this over to my colleagues, David and Carl. Maybe you want to ask George something?
Yeah, Jim, thank you. And George, thanks for being here. Yeah, I mean, to Jim's point, I think right here, I know on the ground here at the New York Stock Exchange, our CNBC computers are going to require somebody apparently to come and actually do some sort of an update manually. So, again, this could take some time, couldn't it, for organizations that are going to require somebody to actually manually update code or whatever it may be to be able to successfully reboot.
Yeah, there could be some manual steps involved, and certainly we're looking at ways to be able to automate those manual steps. And depending on the system and the computer brand and the network and how it actually works, it's different in each organization. Many systems can be rebooted, and the fix can be done automatically upon a reboot that's specific to the hardware manufacturer. So we have to work through that, but there is a manual fix for it that can be employed. And again, we're looking at ways to automate those sort of fixes so that it isn't as manual as going to
Understood. You mentioned obviously some updated content, the issue with the Microsoft environment solely, but to what extent is Microsoft, or in the past, had they perhaps been able to identify something that might cause a problem? I'm just curious to understand if there's any culpability here in terms of Microsoft as a result of what's occurred.
Yeah, we're trying to sort out on our end, again, exactly the interactions. And as you might imagine, the operating system, and this is what we're talking about, Microsoft operating system, is robust and complex. And if you have a negative interaction based upon our content update, that caused the issue, right? Or can cause the issue. So we've got to do a hot wash and figure out exactly what systems were affected. Was it a particular operating system version or a patch level on a particular system? We don't have all the details on that yet, but that's what we're going through right now.